I hesitate to say John because that's the only way I've spoken to him, but I guess he must be really tight or something. John, in terms of gathering in a church in this vicinity within 30 feet of here, saying nice things about a faculty member, we always know it's either educated a year day or it's a funeral. That's the former in your case. We've already heard a bunch of interesting expressions. I'm just going to spend a few minutes. I'm going to give you the mic.
Okay.
And we are going to go ahead and do a little interpreting. Usually when you want to get a faculty member who has a lot of colorful metaphors, intriguing idioms, and compelling colloquialisms, you have to go to Texas and hire somebody from there. But John defies stereotypes through upstate New York, and if you were to hang out with a water cooler in class, virtually anywhere around John, you need to have a quick lesson in Newspeak. So John, since you have a mic in your hand, I'd like to get your full timbre and resonance in the way you would say it, and then I'll take on the job of being a code breaker / interpreter.
Romper-room. All right, that is my P-Money baby dolls. So that's...
Hold on. I'm going to do the interpretation. See, that's what makes it interesting. You don't do the whole thing.
Okay.
Romper-room. We hear this in department meetings. People hear it in class. There was a show back in the late 60s, early 70s, where preschoolers did virtually anything they wanted. Now I think you see the connection of electronic devices, talking during class, misbehaviors of all sorts. It's romper room time, and I've usually heard that in the context of personal money management class.
Freshman males primarily.
Okay, just the red words, John.
Bigger.
Okay.
What's up about Willis?
No, that's not my plan. Big is a reference to another television show. We know where he spent his misguided youth. And that show was Bewitched, and Samantha would do this with her nose. That's his sound effect for the nose, meaning, hey students, it's not just handed to you on a silver platter, you have to work for things. It's not going to just spontaneously come out of nowhere. Let's try another one.
And I apologize, I was doing big. Like I say big, I'm bigger. Okay.
We didn't get a chance to work on this beforehand.
That's everybody.
How do you say it?
Yeah. Hey, buddy.
John was my neighbor. His first office was next to mine for 2 years. I heard that more than anything. Hey, buddy, but what was intriguing to me was I grew up with CB radio where buddy meant guy to guy. It's non-discriminatory. This applies to females, males, or any other variety. Anybody's a buddy.
No child left behind.
Okay, not the push variety. In this context, it means we're here to help you. You've got a support system. You're not at UC Berkeley.
73 more days, seniors. No child left behind. Power to the matriarchy. All right.
Kind of self-explanatory. He's a big advocate of women, and there's the one that he's the biggest advocate of in the second row.
Aloha on a steel guitar, or on the steel guitar.
This one is going on more in the classroom than our department meeting, so I had to do a little research on it. The reference is, bye-bye, you just missed your chance. In other words, there's a soft soundtrack in the background that's oh so sad if you screwed up as you exit stage.
What you know about Willis? All right.
Another television show. The reference here is, what are you doing?
Hey kid, that's anybody under the age of 53 by the way.
I was going to say 50, but you raised it. See, now I'm going to say it's anybody who's 2 or 3 years younger than John. It's a sliding, moving target.
Buddy, one day, and you're a kid. So be 54 in July. Princess!
Also known as Mama. There she is. Okay.
My babies, those are my dogs.
See, a lot of my thunder's been stolen. My stuff is been new.
Exciting.
It is. This is your lexicon, man.
Come to Jesus talk.
We've already heard of music. What does come to Jesus talk mean? That student's in big trouble. We got to talk about getting back on the rail. You're not doing assignments. You have a bad attitude. You're not going to graduate. Time to come to Jesus and have a conversion experience.
Preach it, baby. All right.
So, that concludes our look at the noon speak, but the guy is obviously extremely competent in the classroom. He brings a wealth of experience. He has high social intelligence. He's good with interpersonal skills. Blah, 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 blah. You're used to hearing that on this day. What trumps all of that in my book, personally, is that we were in a particularly boring faculty meeting. Sorry, Dean McCord. And John turned to me, and what's your favorite music? And I put it back at him. This is his first 3-4 months of working here. And as we finally weeded out the runner-ups and got to the best music of all time, this guy is literate about John Deacon, Roger Taylor, Brian May, and Freddie Mercury. That tells you what a good stand-up guy he is. Congratulations.